Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Master of Orion II Round 4 with me, Get Dave, and Anthony Constantino the 26th. I guess if you've got 25 guys named that, you just keep going with what's good. Alright, this is a bit of an experiment for me, so we might actually have to do a couple attempts at this, but some people have been encouraging me over the last year to do another Master of Orion LP. I don't know, I feel like I've covered all the major bases except one. So here's what we're going to do. I believe every other time I've played this game, I've played on pre-warp, or probably the standard actually. So I'm going to go with advanced this time, just to change it up, and we're going to go with a custom race. I'll pick the humans. Boring old humans. Because there's one last thing we can do. And that is, I could try taking -10 picks and no positive ones, and see if I can beat it on Impossible. I have tried this a couple times, and I think I won once and lost twice. The penalties I took were uncreative. Now, I mean, I think for the ultimate challenge you go uncreative and repulsive. The problem I have with that is you basically have no control over the technology you can acquire in that game. So a lot's gonna, and keep in mind we're playing on advanced too. So we're already going to be surrendering some of that control with whatever we end up with. I'm going to go with the build I tried up, which is a low G, poor homeworld, and uncreative. So we still have a little bit determined by the random number generator gods, because we're not telepathic, we'll have to take every world we try claiming by invasion, and we have a low G homeworld, so that's a -10 to our ground combat. So, and we won't be able to choose any of our research. So let's see what happens. If I succeed at this, well, that's pretty much it. We'll pick a bright happy color to go with our bright happy premise. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Also, I'm going to save right away here. One of these is my attempt. I think... Oh, I don't know which one it is. Myanmar, I think, was when I attempted playing as Feudal, because I haven't done a ton of that. Feudal's very hard to play as. Impossible for reals. There we go. Alright, let's talk to the neighbors, see... That's a bad start. Let's talk to the neighbors and see what we can do. We've found everyone already. That can be good or bad. They don't want to exchange tech, they don't want to trade anything. Might as well see what I can get first. Now, we're not playing as a unification, so morale technologies are actually very useful. But you have to build them. And that is a worst case scenario on that tech level. Spy tech is useful. I sure hope... Well, it looks like we don't have any of the shields in there. But we've got all the ECM jammers covered, so that's nice. That's nice. I would love to have research lab. I'll pay any price. There we go. We've made some friends already. Repulsive, another repulsive. Well, hi. Possibly another one? Yep. 3 repulsive races, that's delightful. Alright. They don't want what I've got. All things considered, it looks like I got some pretty good text to start off. So that's nice. I'm willing to buy survival. I really really don't want conflict. Well, they like me, they're not making deals. That often happens. Ooh. I would love heavy armor. And battle pods. What if I keep doing nice things for you? Well, we have some rapport at least. That can buy us time. Ultimately, no trade means potential war, and we've got those 3 repulsive races, but I am going to have to placate those 2, I think, if we have any hope of survival. Alright, let's see what we've got going on at the colonies. So we can't boost our production, but we did get a really good planet, and we have pollution processors, so that's nice. Change that order up. Research labs are priority 1. Huge Terran, normal gravity, low gravity. Wow, that's about as good as it can get. We actually have some really great starting planets. I have some hope for this playthrough. I'll build the damn Space Academy. No, this might require a higher degree of micromanagement than I normally like to do, because we've upped the challenge now, so useless Space Academy building. But yeah, we've got 3 great planets. That's the good news. Can we negate the gravity? Yes. No neutron blaster, that's kind of disappointing, but we've got disruptor and plasma cannon. It's going to work against our ground combat a little bit, but we got powered armor, so that helps out quite a bit. Also, there's no Cylons in the game. And for those of you... if you're not familiar with the game, I might recommend watching one of my earlier LPs of this game first. But the Cylons break the research in your galaxy, just because they research everything and people trade with them and they'll steal, and then just... it causes all sorts of problems. I'm pretty happy with what I've gotten in this tree. The only thing that's missing is automated factories would be nice. But yeah, right now I think that's probably my best bet for quick research. Let's see what we've got for leaders. Someone with mega wealth? No. A little bit of an ordnance is a good one, so I will hire probably Sparky eventually if I remember. And honestly, might as well go for emo. The price is right. Engineer, I believe, improves your shield regeneration. So I don't have shields, and I won't research any until I get class 10 shielding. So there's that. But you know, the seeds are here for a good game, so let's see what happens. Yeah, you're gonna free me from terror. Uh-huh. Well, I'm not counting on getting along with you guys. So one really bad thing that happened is... yeah, everyone's saying hi. One really bad thing that happened is... we, now we've got a spread out empire. That's both good and bad. We started without battle pods, which means you always get 2 battleships to start off. And that's with or without battle pods, which means these things will be very expensive to refit, because battle pods make your ship have 50% more space at the cost of 1 system. You can have up to 8. But they really increase the cost, so we basically have 2 economy line. We have 2 Walmart ships. So that's no good. New planets, really nice. It's not bad. Someone else got there first, but we'd be sharing territory with the silicoids. Actually, let's spend a little bit more time seeing if we can get a treaty. Pretty please. Yeah, now they're getting upset at me. cannons. Yeah, they're already less impressed with me. That is too bad. But let's check out the report here. I always like to start with the repulsive races first. So 20 spying. Oh my goodness. They rolled some pretty good techs. They only have fusion beams and class 1 shields and crappy armor. No, I think that's actually probably better than what I'm packing. I've got heavy armor, so I could play shot for shot with them, probably even though they have shields, and I could overwhelm them with the nukes. Okay. We're equipped with lasers, so we will go from laser beams to plasma cannons, which is probably almost as steep a jump as you can make. But I've got nukes, so that's going to be my primary weapon. And we have some decent ground combat, so that's plus 20 with 2 hits. I think I might be able to take the silicoids out. And we would reap considerable benefit for it. Barathia will be tough. Automated factories would be nice to have. They don't have shields, so I could take them out from space, but well, that would complicate things. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Automated factories yet again. Battle station. And I forgot to check the status of my computers here. I'm getting ready for some bad news though, yeah. Okay, so the only real weapon I have is missiles set to Merv. I'm afraid to hit the turn button for what might happen. Well, let's just sort these guys by production real quick. Whoops, industry, there we go. Producing goes by the cost. 42 production. If we got robo-miners, that would bump up by quite a bit, but this is basically as good a planet as we're going to get. We could get transport ships very quickly there. Ninsar, which is at a pretty good launching point to get to Lawden. The only problem is that they will have decent defenses. So our first thing to do, we're going to rebase our ships. Klakons and Illyrians are already at war. Conveniently, they don't like me very much, and they'll be distracted fighting each other, I hope. So, do you want a treaty now? No, of course not. Okay, Ninsar is already ready to rumble. Okay, we're going to need those done no matter what. Got some starvation going on, that's always fun. But you can get away with one. The population won't actually shrink at -1. Oh my goodness. I think it's worth shifting them. We can import the food from somewhere else. Alright, gonna shift these guys to working on the spies. Yeah. I take it back. Gonna shift them to research. You know what, plus 18. We're not really gonna be able to be good at anything, actually. And some other colony, probably the homeworld, is going to have to go agricultural to support this, because the production's awful at the homeworld anyway. Alright, the economy is stabilized. Ordnance is a really good bonus to have. Probably the best one overall. Plus 10% science. You know, he's so cheap, I'm gonna go for it. And you know what? Why not? We kind of got a little hosed just because there's some Canadian slang for you. Because Sparky comes with advanced damage control, but that was the technology we researched for 900 in chemistry, so I don't know, we could have had that too if things had worked out a little bit better for us, but I'm not gonna complain too much. I mean, we had a decent number of lucky breaks. Please? What's it gonna take? What's your personality? Ruthless ecologist. I will plant trees until every planet is green. Here, have some biological weapons as a token of our goodwill. I may put myself into a situation where I voluntarily start paying tribute to them just to ensure peace, because you have to adopt some more extreme, quote, translation, stupid tactics to stay in the game here. Heavy armor. Oh, we'll go ECM jammer too. I could put on battle pods, but I'm gonna try going for the lightning strike here, which means we need a cheap renovation more than anything else. So we've got a ship that can take a little bit of pounding, emphasis on the word little, and it can dish a fair bit out. I'm actually going to switch this to ×2, just because the structure points are so low that if this ship just won't be able to stick around for that long no matter what we do. And 150. Okay, let's try refitting that one right away. I am in constant terror. Oops. I meant to click the refit button here. I'm just going to leave them split up the way they are right now until we get those transports built. Losing a little bit of money. Silicoid and Sakura at war. I would love to tear off a piece of that. Just double checking that I picked the right one here. Can't afford to have any of my normal waste. Two, three. Alright, and now let's get back to the transport ships, because we will need a lot of them. Alright, I'm going to end this first video here. In the next one, we'll begin our offensive right in the Laudon system, because that would be quite the feather in the cap, especially if we could take a technology. So we'll see how that goes. Hold on a minute here. We don't need that much food. I mean, you guys are working hard, but more like hardly working, am I right? Oh, that's not going to work out. Alright, yeah, I'm going to end it here in the next video. Maybe we'll get a technology and the war will start. I'll see you there, everybody.